Dear sweet Helena, I am sure that you have been chomping at the bit to discover my adventures here since arriving in the New World. It was much appreciated that you gave your concern about my welfare once the company fell through. But in actuality, it was a blessing, my simple girl. It has given me the opportunity to discover this new frontier in its entirety. I wake, I put on my lanvins and a touch of rouge, and I am out the door like a ferret up a drainpipe. Of course, it's never taken me too long to get ready. Perfection, after all, is perfection. I was always told as a young boy that it was rude to show pony your successes to those that may not have the same grasp on this cruel world that I have. I simply tried to keep my accomplishments to a bare minimum. Although I have privileged you all with snippets of my journey on such apps as Instagram and Facebook. What can I say? These Americans are totally charmed by yours truly, and I have been blessed. I have chosen only to give you snippets of my life here in California. Nobody likes to be jealous, and I fear that if I was to truly share my life with you, it could possibly blow your pea-sized brains. Ha ha ha! Oh, Helena, how I joke. In sharing these posts, I'm aware of how much joy it brings to you, and it is my way of saying thank you. The mansion in which I live is by far too spacious for myself alone, and the silken sheets on which I sleep at first were bothersome, but now I find them to cradle me like a newborn babe. Oh, Helena, the food. There are so many creamy pancakes and some decadent toast that will have your stomach fluttering like a butterfly escaping its cocoon. The tastes here are so decadent and so delicious. You could hardly miss bangers and mash if you tried. It is true that there are some areas in which America has not quite yet met London standards. The fashions, they leave much to be desired, but you must make do with what is available. I lead by example, and constantly have baffled Yankees screaming at me on the street. "What are you wearing, man? What are you wearing, man?" Of course I don't engage. I just slip them the wryest smile, give them a twirl, and then I simply canter forwards. You have expressed your concerns over my financials, which left me feeling slightly bewildered. My finances have been just fine. Property out here is cheap, and I can spend almost every night drinking the finest wines and eating the rarest meats with only droplets of cash being dispensed. Yes, I may meet my friends for brunch and bottomless mimosas. All of this during the day. Would you believe it? But I do this all with the company of my new girlfriends. You see, life isn't all fast cars and fine foods. Well, at least not for you, dear Helena. Ha ha ha. No, I jest. But in all seriousness, life is something to be taken seriously and not to be flushed down the proverbial toilet. You can put your fears to rest, however. I have picked up the odd job, giving favors to big players in the world of hospitality for a few one-off gigs in the entertainment industry. But, you see, I am not quite ready to commit when I have so much yet to discover. Have I been courting, you ask? Oh, well, of course. I mean, over here, I am akin to a sort of bird of paradise. I am a rare catch, it embarrasses me to say. I have met some marvelous men, but none of which have been up to par for the likes of me. They lack that certain je ne sais quoi. And Helena, I have always said that you must truly love yourself. Love yourself to the maximum before you can do so to anybody else. Nay, matter. Between my social life and discovering this fine plain, I have really had a chance to think of home. You do cross my mind from time to time, my sweet dear friend. And I do think of rainy days in London, drinking the finest teas in your living room. I am simply too busy to live in the past. You can tell everybody how gloriously well I'm doing, and perhaps one day I may be home. But right now, I wouldn't change my life for the world.